2023 suspend general elections, appoint interim government, Afe Babalola to Buhari. Are Afe Babalola, the founder and chancellor, Afe Babalola University, Ado-Ekiti, Abdu, has told the current administration to suspend the 2023 general election and appoint an interim government instead. He said the period of suspension of the presidential and other elections would offer the country the opportunity to draft a new constitution that is truly people-oriented. He said the new constitution, to be produced by the interim government within 6 months, would tackle insecurity, economic, political, and other excruciating ills bedeviling the nation. Babalola spoke at a press conference in Ado-Ekiti, warning that if the 2023 elections are allowed to hold, it will recycle the same crop of leaders and further throw the country into bankruptcy, hardship, and borrowing. In his words, to save Nigeria from nosediving into irretrievable bankruptcy and poverty, irreparable economic and political damage brought about by the 1999 Constitution and its beneficiaries, a new constitution is imperative before any election. I therefore strongly advocate that we should postpone the 2023 elections until the interim government put in place after the expiration of Buhari's government has put in place a new, truly people's constitution, he said. He said there was no doubt that any election conducted under the current constitution would worsen the situation in the country. No election under this constitution would bring about young men, brilliant and intelligent Nigerians who want to serve without taking money, he said. He said the new constitution, if drafted, would bring about a true federal system of government instead of the current presidential system, which, according to him, is very expensive. The Chancellor noted that the country would do better under a parliamentarian system of government with a unicameral legislature. The new constitution should provide for part-time legislators and not full-time legislators, where there shall be no salary but sitting allowances only. Postpone the general election. This is what Afe Babalola has just put to President Muhammadu Buhari. The constitution has been an issue of dispute from well-meaning Nigerians, even clerics. You know, there was one time, it was House on the Rock Pastor Paul Adefarasin. He noted that the 1999 Constitution is a fraud. It's a fraud. And if we go ahead into the general election with that same constitution, that means it's the same. We're just in the same cycle. And this is what Afe Babalola has just stated again, that if we carry on with that election, if the election is allowed to hold, it will just recycle the same crop of leaders. And if you look at them recently, you know, if you've been following the news, defection now, APC and PDP, they are the two major political parties. We've been hearing of defection. This one has moved from APC. This senator has just dumped PDP to APC. They are the same crop of politicians. Truth be told, it's just recycling of all of these politicians. The ones that have served before in different capacity, they want to take their career to another level, their political career. And all of this is not people-oriented. What Afe Babalola is talking about, it has to be people-oriented. The only thing that can bring progress and change is when everything is people-centric, is all centered on the people. We're talking about democracy. Democracy is a government for the people. Everything is about the people. But the sort of democracy in Nigeria is a government for politicians, by the politicians, everything politicians. Imagine what he just, look at what he just suggesting, that the new constitution should give room to part-time legislators and not full-times, the ones that just go there and sit down and they don't even have, they don't have any touch with what is going on in the lives of our citizens, of the masses. They don't know how bad the health care system is. They don't know how bad the educational system is, because all of their children, they don't school here. If they want medical attention, they all travel abroad. It's not because they are full-time and they get this bogus payment. Afe Babalola is saying that the constitution should make room. Anyone that wants to be a legislator should be part-time. And when it's part-time, we will not see those who truly want to serve. That is when it will be revealed, because right now it looks like a business. Many of them are into politics just because it's like a business. Imagine the nomination form, the form of the form they pick. PDP's form is 40 million naira. 40 million naira. And that form, like, let's use Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar's form, it was purchased for him by some of his friends and allies. For instance, if Atiku wins the presidency, what would happen? Those people that coughed out that 40 million for him will know what he will do for them first and foremost. And those people, they don't have any plans, they don't have any competency, anything to offer the country, but just because they've invested in the leader, so they feel that they should cash out. And what happens to the masses at that time? Afe Babalola is saying that for now, President Muhammadu Buhari should appoint an interim, that an interim government should be appointed, not just rushing into the 2023. Because in the midst of all of the killings, in the midst of everything going on, Abuja Kaduna train bomb, the kidnapping, everything going on, these politicians are just carrying on their activities as normal. All they are seeing is 2023, and they forget that if the country if there are no people, who are they leading? It's all about the people. It's all about the people. I don't know if President Muhammadu Buhari will yield to this. At least they did it for APC. When APC, they were having serious crisis, Adams Oshomole was removed, and they got an interim committee, the caretaker committee, who handled the affairs of the party. The caretaker committee, they were in charge for about even 2 years. It was 2020, the National Working Committee was dissolved. In 2020, Maimala Birni was chairing that committee for that period until they held the convention and until they came up with a leader. And we can see how they are going. Something like that. That is what Afe Babalola is putting forward. That's what he's suggesting to President Muhammadu Buhari's government, because the country is broken. A lot of issues, insecurity. The constitution is still not okay, despite all of the calls for this constitution to be amended, to be looked into. Despite all of the calls, nothing has been said about it. President Muhammadu Buhari has not even looked that way. It's not in their diary. They are not looking that way. What they are looking towards is how they will retain power. APC, they've always maintained that come 2023, they will retain power. And Buhari has mentioned that he wants to be well represented in 2023. He wants to be well represented. This is a serious issue before us, very serious, and it involves our nation, our country, Nigeria. Leave us your take, guys. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.